Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are back again to give you another tidbit that is to be titled again The Greatest Jewish Secret. I call what I'm going to deliver the greatest Jewish secret not because the Igbo people use the title Jewish. We use the title Igbo or Hebrew or Israelite. And my conviction based on history and the facts is that the Jewish people are also Igbo, Hebrew, or Israelite, just like Randall Benjamin, Shimon Samedi, Walter Isaac, Yirmiyahu Danzig are all Igbos, Hebrews, Israelites. Yirmiyahu could also identify as Jewish. So, but I'm using the title Jewish because it's the title that most people in the world used to know, used to identify the people of Israel today. So I'm using the title that will get attention of the people this message is meant for. That is all the people of Israel. And I tag what I'm saying secret because if you include African American Igbos, when I say African American Igbos, I mean people like Craig Victor, T.D. Jakes. I mean the African Americans who have the plantation experience, whose ancestors were in the plantations, but who were Igbo. If you include them to the 40 to 50 million people who still have family compounds in Igbo land, you will be talking about 100 million people who are Igbos. So this message is meant for them. You find them in the Caribbeans, you find them in the African American community, then those of us that still retain Omunna, that is family in Igbo land, and the Jewish community. When I talk about the Jews, I mean the Ashkenazi, the Sephardi, the Mizrahi, Israelis. Better Israel, there are other groups associated with them, but I've not studied the histories of all those other groups. Like I've heard about Baghdadi Jews, some Jews that ended up in India, near Cochin, but I'm not a specialist in those histories, so I concentrate on the ones I can talk with a certain level of certainty. They don't know what I'm saying now, so they don't know. Since they don't know, it's a secret. And I will read from something I prepared and posted in the morning. As I was observing my morning rituals, I came across this post by an Igbo ostensibly in Turkey. He conducted his Imanku or Ima Ogodo. Ima Ogodo is the Igbo marriage. Interestingly, the ancient Israelites called marriage Ima Ogodo to cover with the garment. And that's the Igbo term for marriage. He conducted it in Turkey. And again, I decided to seize this opportunity to tell the people of Israel, the Igbos and the Jews, this secret they don't know. And I began by saying that I can't stop laughing when I look at the two sides of one coin that think they are different coins. The Igbos and the Jews think today that they are different people. I know what I'm saying. The Igbo people and the Jewish people today think they are different people, when the reality is that they are one people. They are one people. This Igbo lad in Turkey conducted his Igbo stroke Hebrew marriage to his Indonesian wife in Turkey. Now see how Omenana views what he did. Igbos think that Omenana requires that many traditions, including Igbo marriage, is only valid if it is done in Igbo land. If an Igbo has lived in America since 1960, and he gave out his daughter in marriage in the United States, Igbos will think that a valid marriage has not taken place, because Igbos think that most Igbo religious practices should only be performed in Igbo land. And Igbo marriage is one of those religious practices. Interestingly, this belief is identical in Judaism. Some Jews think that some parts of their religion, that is Judaism, can only be validly expressed in the land of Israel. The same psychology, the same worldview. But these people don't know this. They don't know that the way the Jew looks at the world is the way the Igbo look at the world. Because they are one people who now see themselves as different people. Omenala Defenders and the Sephardic Jewish group, Obadiah Alliance, which dropped out of the let me temper justice with mercy by not using the words I wanted to use, which did the right thing by taking the arm the Igbos have stretched out for centuries to the Jews and saying, thou art our brothers. The members of these two organizations know that the Igbo and the Jew are one. The gentleman that I've worked with in California for 6 years non-stop is an Ashkenazi Jew. There is an area of study that combines Jewish and Igbo studies that he knows more than anybody in the world today. And this is what happens when the Igbo and the Jew come together. So, Obadiah Alliance members and the Omenala Defenders members, Omenala Defenders is the group, I'm his Secretary General, know that the Jew is the Igbo, Hebrew. I laugh because all Igbos, 75 to 100 million, and all Jews, 16 million, should know this as I do. They should know these things as I know it, as I know them. And me should know it as I know this in a practical way. This means that a Jew, if we desire it, it will happen. If we work at it, it will happen. That if a Jew, an Ashkenazi Jew, a Sephardic Jew, a Mizrahi Jew, an Israeli, desires to go to Igbo land, one of the most beautiful places in the world, he should go as if he's going to his own land. This violates no law, no natural law. If he wants to go to Igbo land, he should go as if he is going to his own land. If T.D. Jakes, if Randall Benjamin, if Peter Jablin, they want to go to Igbo land, they should go as if they are going to their own land. And if an Igbo wants to go to the state of Israel, he should go as if he's going to his own country. This is the way it should be. But it is not happening because I said this is a secret to Igbos and Jews. And on this note, I tell you, Shabbat Shalom.